Yes, sir. Welcome everyone to the Dream Wager episode 242. Frigid morning here on the East Coast. Elvis, I think we're in single digits, but it's fucking cold out. How are you, my friend?
I'm great, Dill. It's freezing. Yesterday was a cold one, and today, boys, is even worse. So we're gonna get through it. It's cold outside. It feels like -10. It's about like 3, 4 degrees out. It ain't safe. But guess what, people?
One, Blistex weather is a must right now. Two, it's to the point you see all those memes where people are outside throwing bricks. It's that like it
Cold.
hurts when you go outside.
Like your hands, your face goes in shock for a second, and then your body gets accustomed to it, and then you just gotta do what you gotta do. But hopefully, you don't gotta do it for a long time, because I'm
Yep.
telling you, you would not survive out here. Maybe the
And
people from Minnesota, Alaska, y'all got it, I understand. But I'm from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like 25, 30,
that's
maybe
like kind of
20.
the coldest it
Yeah, like
gets.
20. But when it goes down to under 10 and it start feeling negative, it's not my environment, people.
And I think it's the wind chill too. The wind makes it so much colder. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
doing a
that's the win.
delivery yesterday at St. John's in Queens, and I literally was going right back to the van, not even going too far. Ears frozen, hands done up. Stay safe out there, people. Our friends here on the East Coast. But Elvis, we got a great show for everyone today. Got some interesting things to talk about. We'll talk about your Nets real quick. The GOAT is retired for good this time. We'll check in on the updated odds for Super Bowl 57, and we'll end the show with some NBA and college plays. But Elvis, I think no better place to start than the GOAT. Tom Brady is finally calling it quits again. Actually, to the date, he made his first retirement last year on February 1st, 2022. Comes back February 1st, 2022, and says, I'm gone for good this time. Everyone's seen the video of it. You saw how, I guess, all the emotions started to pour out. You knew he was kind of done. And I mean, you've witnessed greatness for what, 20 something years. So he made a whole region in the New England winners for 20 years. I want to tell you a stat. He's played three. We all know the numbers. He's played in three. He's had three separate Hall of Fame careers in three different decades, you could argue, in his 20s, 30s, and 40s. I want to tell you one stat, and then I want to get your opinion. He's never not played a meaningful snap in his whole 20-something year career. You know how the Jets in week 14, they're kind of eliminated. You don't play a meaningful snap. In all of his years in the Patriots, obviously they made the playoffs, all divisional wild card Super Bowl rounds. And then in the Bucs, first year won the Super Bowl and then won the division the last two. He's never not played a meaningful snap in football. Every snap was for the playoffs, for division. So you could basically just check that off in whatever he was doing. So it's just remarkable. I don't think any quarterback will ever reach 7 Super Bowls. They'll try. He's the greatest football player ever. He's beat my team so many fucking times, 31-8 against the Jets.
Woo!
It sucks, but I respect greatness. I like LeBron. A lot of people don't like LeBron, but we're literally witnessing the greatest thing ever. So I appreciate it. I'm glad he's finally retiring. It was his worst year ever. He said he was going to play till he's 45. He did just that. Elvis, few words on just an amazing career for Tom Brady.
Still, I had a pleasure as a Patriots fan to witness greatness. I'm just thankful I was able to, see it for a few years. I've been a Patriots fan, a real Patriots fan. I say from like 2005, maybe 2006. Like right before Randy Moss got there, that's when I really became a Patriots fan, and that's when I really started tuning into these games, and I started to witness how great Tom Brady is. Yeah, Peyton Manning's great, Aaron Rodgers is great, but what Tom Brady's able to do, winning wise, he's just a purebred winner, Dill, and you gotta give him credit. He went Tampa Bay during a pandemic after leaving New England for 20 years, going to a whole new system, new coach, new players, new offensive line, new coordinator, new everything. During a pandemic where there wasn't no OTAs, wasn't no training camp, wasn't no mini camps, he goes out there in his first year and wins the Super Bowl. That just shows you how great he is and how he elevates not just only his play, but the play around him. And I think that's what makes him special, Dill. So give credit to Tom Brady for the. arguably one of the greatest careers, not just in football, in sports history.
Yeah.
So in team sports history, you could say him, Bill, Jordan, who you could name it, but I think
Yeah.
Tom Brady solidified him not only as the greatest player in football history, but as one of the greatest players of all time in any sports.
Is he the greatest football player ever, or is he just a great football player that happened to be a quarterback? Because a lot of people say,
That
Joe Montana.
you can't question it like that, Dale. Because let's just be real. Tom Brady's not running a 4-2. He's
No.
not gonna bench 320 25 times. He's not. So you can't say he's not. He ain't the greatest football player ever. You gotta give it that title to me personally. I would say Tom Brady, but I respect people who say Dion, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor. Because they had the speed, the ability, the athleticism. Tom Brady don't got one ounce of athleticism in him. Tom Brady right now possibly runs.
It's his brain.
Yeah, exactly. It's his mind. Like Peyton Manning, he's not about to hit you with a 4-4. He's not about to bench this. He's not about to no, but he's gonna out scheme you with his mind, and that's
But
what
I
it
think
is.
that's what's so special,
Yeah,
too.
but at the end of the day, it's your ability. Like for instance, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback ever, but you're not going to tell me he's more talented than Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. He's not.
Yeah.
That's my whole point, Dill. He's not even the greatest gifted quarterback ever. He's not the most talented quarterback ever. He ain't.
There are some years, though, where he's just putting up numbers, like even
No,
in
no,
his
no.
late
The
40s.
numbers don't matter. I'm just saying talent wise. Like
Yeah,
Aaron
but
Rodgers.
that has to do with it. He's definitely talented. He might not be as gifted as maybe an Aaron Rodgers, like athleticism wise, but just pure knowledge, reading the defense. I think that goes into the skill. But yeah, I think obviously no debate. I don't know. Maybe you think anyone gets close to 7 Super Bowls? He could have had 9 if it wasn't for Eli.
I'm
He
gonna
could
say
have had
8.
10 if it wasn't for Nick Foles.
I'm gonna say 8 because the Philly Super Bowl that was Bill Belichick's fault for benching Malcolm Butler the whole game, starting Eric Rowe. Eric Rowe led up 2 touchdowns.
Mm.
That's the big deal. And then the first Eli Super Bowl, I'm a Patriots fan. I'll give it to that. That Eli beat us. We went up uh 14-10 with 2 minutes left, and Bill Belichick led defense led up Eli Manning go I think 12 plays, 75 yards to end the
Yeah.
game. You can't let that happen. If you have one of the greatest defenses of all time, you can't let Eli Manning march down the field in the
Hey,
two
that's a
minute
Hall
drill.
of Famer now.
I understand, Dale, but that ain't
I know.
that ain't you know what I'm saying. And then with the second Giants Super Bowl, we should have won that one. Wes Welker, you catch that
You got
ball.
to catch that ball.
Brady wins that. I understand there's some out there you could say, oh, the Seahawks won was lucky. They should have ran. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But Wes Welker catches that ball. Brady has 8. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Do you think anyone ever comes close in our lifetime?
Let's be real, Dale. Patty Mahomes got a shot. I don't think he'll get there, but we gotta acknowledge the fact he does a shot. He does have a shot. Think about it. He hosted 5 straight AFC championship. I'm gonna guess he hosts another 3 in the next 5 years.
My only problem with Patrick Mahomes, and that was the first name that came to my mind, they're going to have to keep the band together. Like Brady did such a good job taking so much less for other people.
No,
I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to do that.
he did already, Dale. He took
No, but like because he's still going to get another contract.
it's 8 years from now. He
And
locked in a 10-year
and I
deal.
think he has to play till he's 40 in his 40s to get even close to Tom Brady. Kelsey,
I
that
think he
defense.
I think he
What
has
if
to
Eric
play.
Bieniemy leaves?
I think he is leaving. There's a small chance he goes to Baltimore and becomes their new OC.
So, like I feel like they have to keep the band together, and I think they did a good job of that in New England for majority of the time. And I think that's why he was so successful because they were able to bring in people on the defense, bring people on the offense. I don't know if the Chiefs are going to do that, and I don't know if the longevity, if he's even going to play till he's 40. You see how
Yeah,
many outside interests that Patrick Mahomes already has. He's a part owner in a soccer team, a baseball team. He wants to do it all, and I respect he could do it all. But Tom Brady was all in every day. I don't know if there's going to be another guy that's so laser and super focused like that. So
I just give it a Patty Mahomes just because, like I said, he hosted 5 straight AFC championships. He back in the Super Bowl this year. Let's just say he wins this year. I give Patty Mahomes a shot to tie Joe. Possibly 4 or 5.
Yeah,
I don't think he gets.
that's
I
not
don't think he gets
crazy.
to 7. Yeah,
No.
7. He has to go in the next 15 years, win 6, including this one. I don't.
It's crazy. Out of my life, out of 27 years, he's been to 25% of the Super Bowls, Tom Brady. That's out of the whole history of the NFL, he's been a part of 13% of the Super Bowls, Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think in your lifetime it's a little more than 20%.
I was being generous.
Yeah, it's like about 30 something,
The
38.
only two teams he doesn't have a winning record and he's 500 against. Do you know those two teams?
Saints.
Mm-mm.
Oh, for real? All right, Saints. All right.
He's 7-5 against the Saints.
Shocked. That was a lot of problems. 49ers. Yeah.
2-2. Yes, that's one. Who's the other team?
I really thought it was the Saints. 49ers, and who else gives Baltimore
I'll give it to you.
Ravens.
It's an AFC team. No, Ravens, he's 8-5.
AFC team. Nobody in the division.
No.
I'm
Those are
I'm
the
I'm
those
gonna
are the
give it
number
out of
3.
respect.
Those are
I'm
the
gonna give
top 3 teams.
Yeah. I'm gonna give respect. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, he's 12-4 against the Steelers.
Wow.
It's the Denver Broncos, 9-9.
Yeah.
Yep,
Even early in his
9-9.
career, you know what
In
it
his
is? They didn't play. They probably played every other 2 years. They didn't play every
yeah,
year. Because if they would have played the Broncos, I'll say between '05 and 2015, I think Brady would have won at least 8 of them.
31-8, best record against the Jets, of course. 33-3 against the Bills. Holy shit. 24-12 against the Dolphins.
I
16-4
don't think he ever
against.
lost to Josh Allen.
No, he's never lost to Josh Allen. That's
Yeah.
correct. 11-1 against the Falcons, 10-2 against the Chargers, 7-2 against the Eagles, 7-1 against the Cowboys, and it was that one loss in
In the
the
division
playoffs
one.
this year.
Yeah.
So
It was due.
it was due. He's undefeated against his old team, the Patriots. Undefeated against the Bucks, his team 4-0, 6-0 against the Vikings, 6-1 against the Bears. It's just dominance, So
Yeah.
what a career for Tom Brady. I'm glad he's finally calling it quits. And hey, he got that major deal in Fox. He's
He
kicking
might
my boy Greg Olson out.
he might get a few calls at the Super
That's
Bowl.
what they
Excuse me.
said. They said he might as well kick in the deal right now.
Nah, I don't think you just throw him in the Super Bowl deal. I think
No,
you give
they're not going to put him in the booth, but maybe pregame,
or
put him
like
on
like a quick little segment, just like, what's your thoughts on today's game? Do you think the Chiefs or the Eagles gonna win? Who's your side? Have Tom Brady pick a side.
It
How
wouldn't
about
feel
that?
like a Super Bowl if Tom Brady wasn't there.
All right.
Let's be honest though. So, Elvis, let me transition to something that we talked about a little yesterday. Brooklyn Nets star, your boy. You just saw him the other week. Kyrie Irving, top
Monday.
10 player in the league this year. He's actually requested a trade from the Nets. He said he prefers to be moved ahead of February 9th, which is next week of the trade deadline, or he will leave in free agency in July. I actually, like I said to you earlier, I actually give him credit. He was no drama for 2-3 months. No one heard a thing. He was balling, doing his thing. That just couldn't be enough. It had to be more. He needed to get his name out there. What do you make of this? And do you think the Nets will trade him, or do you think he'll leave in July?
This all came down to a contract negotiation. So the Nets was trying to extend Kyrie Irving,
Yeah.
but the Nets disrespected Kyrie in his camp. They were trying to give him a contract clause where it included a certain amount of money in years if they win the championship. And Kyrie Irving and his team requested a trade same day, because there's no reason why you should have a championship clause in a player's contract. That's just
Why are
straight
there
up.
all these stipulations in the contract?
It's because it's the way he's been acting these past few years. When he first year, when Steve Nash was the coach, he goes out before the season starts on IG Live and says we don't need a coach, and then during the season he just takes 2 weeks off without telling anybody, and
Yeah.
then you saw what happened last year with no vaccine, what year 2 years
Mm.
ago, and then earlier this year with the anti-Semitism thing. It's just a lot of things added up, and I understand why Brooklyn don't want to give him a 4-year, 5-year max, 200, 250 mil. Is because of his recent history. But at the end of the day, though, you got to pay one of the best players in the NBA. You got to keep this team together. This is a
Yeah.
championship caliber team, and you're willing to let that go because you want to give him an extension or you want to get this amount of money if you win a championship. What kind of disrespect is that? Like you can't just offer somebody that as a contract and then expect them to still want to do business with you. What
And
kind of
maybe
shit is that?
that's why he was playing so hard for these last few months. I think he really elevated his trade stock because he's been balling. Like you said, he's a
Dill,
top 10 player in the league
he's
right
it,
now.
people. Dill, I could make this case where he's having arguably his best season of his career.
Yeah.
He's averaging 27.1 points a game. At one point, he was averaging around 30 points since Kevin Durant went out. He leads the NBA in fourth quarter scoring at 9.8. Second closest LeBron at 8. So
I think they have to trade him. You can't get nothing for a guy like this.
still, I do believe we will trade him, but you never know. Maybe we don't. Maybe we win a few rounds, and then maybe, hey, he comes back to the table and we actually give him a good offer. But the reports I'm seeing and reading is saying that Kyrie is either one wants to get traded before the deadline, and if he's not traded, he would not resign with the Brooklyn Nets this summer.
Yeah.
So that's concerning, Dill. So if that's the reports and that's what's true, and the Nets know that's for sure is gonna happen, you have to trade him. You can't just
You
let
know,
him. You can't just let Kyrie walk out the door.
no.
How you think Kevin Durant gonna feel if you don't get something or a couple pieces that's gonna satisfy Kevin Durant? He's next.
You know, for the first time he was wanting his way out a few months ago during earlier in the year. It always seemed like he was trying to get his way to LA to play with LeBron. Maybe there's a trade going on there, but who do you really trade? I doubt Kevin Durant's gonna want to play with Russ. No
No,
disrespect, but
nobody gonna play with us.
no one wants to play with Russ right now. And I don't know who do they give? They give up Joe Harris or something in Kyrie to the Lakers for what? You know,
Nothing.
I just don't
I'll
know.
take Anthony Davis.
There are reports now that the Suns are getting involved
Who?
because they don't know the longevity of Chris Paul after this year.
I'll take Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton for Kyrie.
You think they're gonna give up? Well, you're right. Aiton doesn't really want to be there, even though they did just give him all that money.
Yeah, and he could be traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he can. That's
So
very interesting. There are a lot. So, all right, we put two teams out there: Lakers, Suns. That's another possibility. Where else can you see?
they're saying
Them.
the Mavericks are
Mm,
in talks, and that's a potential. You know why? We seen last year the success Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic had. So
yeah.
maybe the management front office is like, hey, let's have another two, star point guards, and then see
And
how
no
it goes.
disrespect to Brunson on my team, but Kyrie's way better than Brunson. So you
Nothing.
put Kyrie next to Luca, they might both go for 50.
Yeah, but realistically, I don't see a real even trade out there that could possibly get
No.
done within the two, unless we get like with Toronto with like Fred Van Fleet and like a Pascal or OG
OG
Anunoby
Ananobi, he's good.
and a Fred Van Fleet. That'll be or something like that, because I think Pascal Siakam's having a great season. I would love to
Mhm.
have him and Fred Van Fleet, but if it ain't one of those, something like that, the Nets, I would say stay put and then blow Kyrie away this summer. Because to be honest, you
Yeah.
you fucked up. Why you would put something like that in his contract, and why would you even offer that man that? He's kind of sensitive. You
Yeah.
know,
There was a hypothetical trade. Nets receive Russell Westbrook, Lonnie Walker,
terrible,
and a first
terrible,
round pick for
terrible,
Kyrie and Joe Harris. Did you see that?
bro. I'll trade Joe Harris for the first round pick in Lonnie Walker.
You don't like Joe anymore. Why?
To be honest, I saw him play 2 seasons ago against the Milwaukee Bucks series in round two, and I swear to God, then I watched every game. Did not see him make one shot. He went. I no bullshit that he went 3 for 30 something for 3 points in the series. He
Now,
shot
as
less than
good
ten
as
percent.
Kyrie is on the court, are you kind of, as a net fan, not speaking you as an NBA fan, as a net fan, do you kind of get tired of the drama and just want him to focus on basketball?
Still, what? It hasn't been drama in months.
I know, but
There's
it
no
always
drama.
it was 2-3 months ago. There was like I said, he stayed quiet, and now he comes out again and wants a trade. It's just
Yeah,
like
but
it's
this
always
this
something.
deal, but this ain't drama. This is business. I think that's the thing, people.
Yeah, people
This
are
ain't drama.
confusing drama and
But
business.
this man been wanting a contract extension for over a year now. He declined a remember last year the Nets offered him only a 2-year deal, 100 mil. He declined it because he wants a long-term deal.
Yeah.
Now he's looking for a 4 or 5 year deal, 40-50 million a year. Nets offered him something close to that, but he only will get that if the Nets win a championship. And that ain't right. So this ain't drama, people. He's making a business decision, and I agree with him. Why would I keep going out there and putting up these great numbers, and if I get hurt, say for example, I turn my ACL, I got no security next year. Nobody's gonna give me $200 million with a torn ACL this summer. Guess what? I'm gonna have to wait till next season to
Yeah.
possibly get a contract. He wants that extension now, get his security now, and he knows he could just go out there and ball, and he's under contract. Right now with the Nets, still. He's not under contract. Soon as the season's over, he's a free agent. And I know he wants to be a Brooklyn Net, but when we offer him some bullshit like that, Dill, I
It's
understand why
kind
he
of a
want to leave.
slap in the face a little bit, don't you think?
Exactly, Dill. So I don't think it's drama. I understand what he's doing with this one, Dill. He you're not trying to offer me an extension. You don't want to have me in your team for the next 4 or 5 years. Okay, let me go right now. Because I know the day I get traded, some people are going to extend me 4 or 5 years, 200 mil. You
Exactly.
know this.
So whoever he gets traded to is going to extend him. They have to because his contract runs out at this year.
And think about it. If you're gonna trade away a few key pieces for Kyrie and then let him walk in
You're an
July, that
idiot.
you're an idiot. It's a
Yeah.
fireable offense.
That's a great saying. It kind of reminds you of like the Kyler Murray situation a little bit with like stipulations in
in the
the
in
contract,
contract,
right?
exactly, Dill. Like, come on, they can't just do that.
But
How would you feel?
owners and GMs move crazy in
I,
sports. You know
I,
that.
and I agree with the owner, but you can't just put that in the contract. I understand Kyrie hasn't been the most transparent NBA player in the last 3 seasons. I
Yeah.
understand that. But you can't just disrespect the man when it comes to a contract. You could have some things in there. Oh, you gotta play 75% of the games, this and that. I understand that, but you can't say you only get this much if you win a championship. That's just plain disrespectful.
Yeah, that's a little OD. No, I agree. I think it's kind of out of line, especially they're trying to dictate his pay for off the court things, off the court antics, because when he is on the court, he's a top
Bro,
10, arguably
you
a top 5 player.
you take away the vaccine year and this the Jewish thing earlier this season. What has he really done? Let's just be real, though. Let's just be real. You take away him not getting vaccinated, and then the anti-tism thing. What has he done? I'll wait.
I can't say anything. I
I
don't
know
know.
because he does. He hasn't. That a lot of people just throwing dirt on his name, but he didn't get vaccinated. Let's just be real. Millions of people didn't get vaccinated, and whoever didn't get vaccinated is honestly better now than the people who are vaccinated, if you ask me. And then with what happened in early September, October, hey, I will not agree with that. He was wrong with that one. But besides those two incidents, though, in the last 3 seasons, what have he done?
Yeah. No, it's a fair point, and I don't think dollar should be taken off the table and stipulations like, "Hey, you got to win a championship and then you'll get your 30 million or whatever it
I,
is."
you just extended Kevin Durant last summer for 4 years, 4 year extension, right? You think they put that clause in Kevin Durant's contract? Hell no.
No way. No way. And what does this do to the relationship? I'm glad you brought up Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant main reason went to go to Brooklyn is because of Kyrie. They are good friends.
The only reason. He's the only
If
reason.
if he leaves, what does that do for Kevin Durant?
I
because he already asked out once.
Till I think first of all, Till, I think the Nets and their team. I think they like. I think KD enjoys being with this team. We're having a pretty good season, Dill. Let's just be real. And I think it all depends on the pieces we get back for Kyrie. Like I said, if we get Fred VanVleet and OG, and we're still contenders, something like that, I okay. But Dill, if we get back Russell Westbrook, Lonnie Walker, what's the point of trading him, Dill? But if we get, an all-star caliber player, like if we say we trade Kyrie for Burton, I'll be like, okay, that's
Oh
that's
my
pretty
god. Yeah,
like
he's a
that.
baller.
Yeah, that's okay. If we trade Kyrie for Darius Garland, I'll be like, okay, we here. We trade Kyrie for Donovan Mitchell. I'll be like, all right, we here. We trade Kyrie for Trey Young. I'll be like, oh, okay, we here. But even Kyrie for DeAndre Fox, I like DeAndre Fox.
He's a
I said,
baller, yeah.
yeah, I said we're here. But if you're gonna trade him for just couple, role players and a first round pick, Nets don't even entertain it. I think your best chance to win is with Kyrie moving forward. But like I said, if you get an all-star caliber player and a role player, do it. If not, don't just take Russell Westbrook and Lonnie Walker or one of these, couple role players.
Yeah.
And don't be the Timberwolves. We don't need 3 first-round picks. They're not gonna amount to none if Kevin Durant is on the team.
Elvis, it will be very interesting to see what the Nets and basically a lot of teams do at the trade deadline. See if they are sellers or buyers. Next Thursday, February 9th, is the trade deadline at 3 o'clock. So, Elvis, it will be a very interesting next couple of days for you and for a lot of teams, too. Hopefully, the Knicks have been linked to OG, but we'll see. OG is a very good player from the Toronto
Mm.
Raptors. I think he would fit in a lot of places. I think no one would be like, nah, I don't want that guy. So, it'd be very interesting to see where a lot of these players do end up. But Elvis, let's transition. Super Bowl 57. Lines haven't really moved. We got 62% of the money on the Birds, Eagles. That's why they are -1.5. Total has gone up from 49.5 to 50.5. So money coming in on the over. But last 4 games for the Eagles have gone under. They just the game plan and the style of how the games have gone for them, let's just say they've had the easiest road to the Super Bowl. Let's just say that. But any props you're leaning towards about a week out?
Dill, you know what? I'll say them all today, Dill. We early with
Okay,
it.
let's get ahead of the action. I love it.
I got a few props, people. I will say them again on our Super Bowl podcast, so not a big deal. But I'm just giving it out there early for the people who want to put a ticket in early, because you can. Let's do it, people. Patty Mahomes over under passing yards is at 290 and a half.
Mm.
Still, that's a little rich. I don't think Patty Mahomes is gonna go out there and sling the ball. Don't get me wrong. I think they'll be able to put up points and move the ball down the field, but I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna go for more than. I don't even think he's gonna go more for 260, though. So for it to be at 290 and a half, though, I think it's a little rich. So I'm going under Patty Mahomes passing yards, just because I think he's gonna be somewhere in the 250, 270 range realistically. I think he ends somewhere around 260. I don't think he's gonna be able to pass the ball, especially downfield in that Eagles secondary. Deal. It's the best secondary in football. Then, oh,
292.5, right?
I got it at 290. Shit, I love 292. If you could
Yeah,
get
it's at 292 right now. He's gone under it in 3 out of his last 5 games. It does seem a lot. Last time he played the Eagles, he got 278. That defense is good, but I feel like that's the only way they're going to beat the Eagles. They can't really run the ball. They don't have, I know Pacheco's good and we like him, but I don't know. I feel like they're going to have to he's going to have to sling it and make big plays.
no, I feel like their defense is gonna have to step up and give them short fields.
Yeah, that too.
Because if you gotta march down, I don't think you could consistently march down 60 plus yards on that Phillies defense. Like I don't think you honestly can. Like Chiefs
Yeah.
offense, they're great, but to march down the field, 6, 7 times in a game, I don't think you'd be able to do. So I think the defense has to give them short fields and then, 30, 40, 50 yards and that's it. Get a score.
Yeah. What else you like?
I like Travis Kelce anytime touchdown deal.
Yeah.
All time is Gronk, Tom Brady, Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce, tied with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. I mean, yeah, Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. So those are the top 3 of all time. I think Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce, tied with Jerry Rice at what? 13 touchdowns. Tom Brady and Gronk at 15. I think Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce finds the end zone again. And Dale, I even want to sprinkle something on the
Mm,
first touchdown of the game.
wow.
Travis Kelce at plus 670. Dale, I just feel like Travis Kelce is going to be the go-to target, especially down in the red zone. So give me Travis Kelce anytime touchdown minus 127.
If you're the Eagles and you win the coin toss, do you defer because you have the better defense, or do you
Def-
get
I
points
defer.
early?
I defer. You know what, Dale? The Eagles' first drive usually leads to points. So I would like to start with a lead against Kansas City, but me
Hmm.
personally, I'll defer. But
Yeah, you get it at
if the Eagles
halftime.
accept it and go up and march down the field, score 7-0, now you put the pressure on the Chiefs. I think that's well worth it. But always defer. Get the ball at half and take
I
over.
think that's what they're going to do. I think if they get the ball like they did last week against the 49ers, they're going to go and put points on the board early, drive down. Usually the first 10, 15 plays is kind of scripted. That's the
Yeah.
game plan moving forward. I like Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown at plus 110. Last 5 games, he scored a touchdown in 4. He scored 3 against Chicago. I think he's healthy. I think he's back. And during in the red zone, those RPOs, he just reads the defense perfectly. You sprinkle a little on Miles Sanders as well, because they love to just pound the ball in when they're in the 5-10 yard line. So
He
at
got
plus
two in
one,
the NFC Championship game.
yeah, he
So
got 2 last week. He got 2 against San Francisco. So I like Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown plus 110. Miles Sanders anytime at plus 126, because I really feel like when they get down there, they don't throw the ball.
yeah,
They
no
they're
need to.
they're gonna pound it. They're a pound. That's their identity. They're a run first team. Let's be honest. So I agree. I like those plays. What else you got?
Dill, give me Devontae Smith more than 61.5 receiving yards. Dill, and in the playoffs. Devontae Smith literally been their number one. AJ Brown hasn't been getting a lot of targets, haven't getting a lot of cash, but Devontae Smith, he been very productive, and I honestly think might be Jalen Hurts' favorite target as of recently. Dill, they have a
Yeah.
little connection from Alabama, and now we see it in the NFL. Dill, I think Devontae Smith. I think the Chiefs going to focus more on AJ Brown because he could do more damage to you, especially down the field. But I think Devontae will get a lot of first down, a lot of 15, 10-yard receptions, and I think he gets over 61.5. Deal. It wouldn't shock me if he's somewhere around 80 to 100 yards either. Deal, because I think he's a receiver that moves the chains. AJ Brown is the one that hits you with the big play. Deal. So give me Devontae Smith more than 61.5.
It's actually been the reverse. You're right. You usually Devontae Smith is the short guy, but you see a lot of the short passes go to AJ Brown, those little bubble screens, those little slants. But Devontae Smith, I know he didn't catch it, but that long catch down the sideline was to Devontae Smith. So he's actually gone over this number in 3 of his last 5. The number's moving in your favor. It's at 65.5 right now. You got it earlier. Last time he went up against Kansas City, he had 122 yards. I agree. I think he's his favorite receiver in the playoffs right now. And you've seen some frustration towards AJ Brown, you
Yeah,
know? So I like that play. I like
but
targeting Devontae
all
Smith.
all frustrations ends with winning. Deal. You don't get frustrated after
Mm.
you win. First time you've been in the Super
Winning
Bowl,
solves
he
everything.
he's thankful. First time I saw a clip of him like the last few seconds of the game. He was just on the sideline. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, speaking of funny clips on the sideline, did you see that one where it was last week with the 49ers and George Kittle goes to Brock Purdy, "Are you ambidextrous?" It was it was the
Yeah,
guy who could throw both hands, and Brock Purdy goes, "No."
no, no. I ain't
George Kittle's
LeBron.
the best.
Like
George Kittle's the best.
he was dead. You could tell he was just
Oh,
joking.
he
You
was
could
so
just.
serious too. What else you got? Any more props?
So this one I was thinking about doing. I'm gonna be honest. This might just be my most confident play. Let's just be real. I'm gonna be
Wow.
real. Give me Kane Gainwell over 34.5 receiving and rushing. Still, we've seen time and time and again, especially in the playoffs, he'll get a few rush attempts and he could bust one on you. 15, 10, 20 yards, and I think he'll get some out the backfield deal. So I see him getting a few rush attempts where he'll get probably 10, 15, possibly 20 yards, and I think he gets at least 2, 3 balls for another 15, 20 yards deal. So I think he goes over for about 40, maybe 50, depending on how big his rush is still. But give me over 34.5 rush, and receiving for
Yeah,
Gainwell.
it's in your favor as well. It's up to 35.5. I actually like this play.
I love it.
He's gone over in 4 of his last 5 games, and he's not just going over. Against Dallas combined, 58 rushing receiving. Against New Orleans, a good defense, he only had 17 combined. Against the Giants in the first round, 42. That was the last week. That was week 16, excuse me. First round against the Giants, 121. That's where he rushed and received. Last week against San Francisco, he had 74 yards combined. So I like this. Last time against the Chiefs, combined rushing, receiving, he had 89 total scrimmage yards.
Like I said,
So
though, this is my most this is my
you might
favorite
actually
bet.
throw 2-3 units on this one.
Maybe 5.
You got a Gatorade one, huh? No Gatorade color just yet?
Not yet, though, but I like the dual color with the what was it?
I
I
think
forgot.
it's red and yellow or something.
I think it's green and orange. I forgot what it was, but it's 2 colors.
I sent it to you. I sent the
Yeah.
picture to you. It's like it's for 2 colors for plus 350 or something.
It's yellow and green for plus 350. You got orange at plus 250. You got red at plus 550. Then you got purple at plus 900. First of all, they disrespected the blue. The blue hit recently at plus 800. So I'm going to just throw this out there. Blue at plus 1200. Shop around. So I do like the yellow/greens. Because you get 2 colors, people, at plus 350.
That's a bargain.
They might know something we don't. Because it's like, we're
think.
giving you 2 colors. They're trying to just sink you in. But hey.
You always got to think like, oh, the Chiefs, they like orange or red.
No,
it's not it.
You got to think, what do players like? People either like, what's the most popular yellow Gatorades? Yellow, blue, red.
Yeah. I like blue. I'm
yellow.
Arctic Freeze.
Yeah, I like yellows. I only drink yellow lemon. You know what? I got a frozen one in the car right now. I guarantee that whole frozen.
Oh, that shit's frozen.
That's just a brick.
Honestly, low key one. I like purple.
It tastes like medicine. It tastes like medicine.
I like it.
It tastes like cough. You know the cough syrup medicine your mom used to give you like 8 years old.
Ugh.
That's what it tastes. I'm not gonna say that's what it tastes like, but that's what reminds me. When I drink purple Gatorade, I feel like my mom is putting medicine down my throat. No homo.
We need an inside scoop. We need someone that's inside. Like, what do the Chiefs or what do
bro? I'm
the
telling
Eagles
you,
like to drink?
Bro, it's yellow, blue, red. That's the bro. I want to say.
And watch, orange comes out, and we're like, fuck.
No, there's a chance. That's why you got the plus 350 deal.
the dual one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
man.
The most popular and most tasteful colors is red, yellow, blue.
And let the record show, Elvis actually hit a Gatorade prop his first time.
Yeah,
first Super Bowl.
Plus 800 blue, people. $10 to win 80. Stop playing.
Oh, my God. Lunch money for the week just off that.
No, I filled up my tank and got a sandwich. Stop playing. Wow.
Thank you. National anthem, over under 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So
who's doing it?
A country star. Forgot his name.
Under.
But Anthony told me, shout out AKP, co-host on AKP, Anthony. He goes, I listened to the country star. I saw him live. Country guys, they like to drag it out. Maybe look, and he also said he likes to drag it out and he likes to go very slow, pronounce his words. Anthony told me he would go under.
I'll go under just because it's a male artist. I feel like females always they always got that vocal, so they always could be guys can't do it. Well, no, some probably can.
They can, some.
Yeah, but they're not going out there and trying to hit the high note for 8 seconds,
No.
So that's my thing. I think with the females, they always got that nice voice, so they can always just extend it for 8-10 seconds longer. Country singer, I think he's going to do as best he can and get it in and out. That's all.
In and out. My thing is we need someone outside of the stadium with a stopwatch during rehearsal. If that happens, we could get a very inside scoop, insider information, and then we're gonna hammer it, whatever way it is. So
I'm going under. Usually, when it's a guy, I do under. When it's a female, I do over. Just because, like I said, they can hold the notes.
Yeah,
male they can't. They're not holding. And they're not holding that. You know,
No, they're not. They're trying to get in, get out, watch the game, have a couple beers, and enjoy
like
the day.
these some of these cities can hold the free for like 10 seconds. I
Yeah.
might pass out.
Elvis, before we get to transition to the NBA, let me tell you guys about our sponsor, Viva Tequila. Viva Tequila is the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebrations, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor our tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around the golf with the boys or an elderberry after a Saturday morning workout. Our flavors pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, Elvis, let's transition to the hardwood. We got 9 games on today's NBA slate. First one is in New Orleans against the Lakers. Lakers are in town. Lakers short favorites, -1.5 on the road. Over unders at 234.5. What's your play in this one, kid?
Dill, give me the Lakers money line, Dill. I just feel like the Lakers gonna go out and win this game, which will make it 3 straight for the Lakers. Shockingly, so 3-game winning streak for the Lakers will be kind of amazing for them. So shout out the Lakers. And Dill, to be honest, this Pelicans team been arguably one of the worst teams in the league since the calendar year. You know, they haven't been the same since Zion, Brandon Ingram went out, and this team just been falling. Remember, Dill, this team was the #1 seed about a month and a half ago. Now they're falling all the way. I think what I haven't checked, but they're sub 500 team Dill. So I think
Yeah.
they're in the play-in somewhere. So when you go from the #1 seed to drop down to the play-in, you know you've been doing bad, Dill. So think you gotta fade Pelicans till Brandon Ingram and Zion is back because this is not a very good team.
Especially defensively. They
Yeah.
can't guard a nosebleed. You think LeBron has a big game?
Till real quick, because I was gonna touch on this. I think LeBron goes somewhere around 28 points, and then goes around for another 25 to 30 points on Saturday. No, Monday night. No, Tuesday against the Thunder, and then he breaks the record Thursday against the Bucks to pay homage to Kareem, who first team was the Milwaukee
The
Bucks.
Bucks.
Yeah, remember he was drafted and won an NBA championship for the Bucks, I believe, in 1971 with Oscar Robertson. So I think he pays homage to Kareem by doing it against the Bucks in the first quarter. So
That would be cool.
he's 63 points away right now. I think he gets around he's over under tonight is 28. So I think he gets around 28 and then another 30 points tomorrow on Tuesday against OKC. So we'll put him at 58. So he'll be 5 behind. And then like I said, I think he breaks the record first quarter against the Bucks. So
They better stop the game if he
no,
does.
that's the whole thing, though. I think LeBron is so smart. I think he already got it planned out. This is my belief. I'm not saying this was gonna happen, but this is what I believe. I think he gets 20 something, so almost 30 tonight, almost another 20 something to 30 on Tuesday. So it'll be around anywhere from 4 to 10 points short. And I think he do it early against the Bucks, so it doesn't really distract from the game. If it happens in the first quarter, it doesn't take too much. If it happens in the fourth quarter with like 6 minutes left, then that takes a lot out of the game, deal, because
Yeah,
they're gonna stop the game for at least
of course. 10
5,
minutes.
maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna get it out the way early. So score 20 something tonight to 30, score another 20 something to 30 on Tuesday, and then break the record in the first quarter against the Bucks to pay homage to Kareem.
Yeah, that would be a very cool story if he did it in Milwaukee. And you're
No,
right,
no,
he
it's
is so.
it's it's in LA against Milwaukee. His next
Oh, it's
two,
in LA. Wow.
yeah, that's why I believe it's gonna happen between either OKC on Tuesday or Milwaukee on Thursday, Dill, because after that they go on the road to Golden State on Saturday. So he wants
Yeah.
to do it at home. And remember, Dill,
Mhm.
when I told you I put the bet in, when LeBron's gonna break the record, and the favorite was OKC, and I was like, he's going to do it against the Bucks because of Kareem. Now I placed it the plus 210. Now the Bucks are minus 165.
Oh, sharp, baby. Sharp. I love
So
it.
so I'm feeling good about it, and I just want to witness history, people. So I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it. And then one last play for the game. Like I said,
Yeah.
I got the Lakers money line, and then I'm gonna go Anthony Davis over 26 points. Still, he's been on a tear lately. Ever since come back injury, he's finally getting starter minutes now, and he's been playing at damn near the level he was playing at before he got hurt. Still, so give me Anthony Davis over, and then I'm gonna sprinkle something on Anthony Davis 30 plus points in the Lakers to win.
All right, let's go to the Nets. Brooklyn hosting the Washington Wizards. The Nets -2.5 favorite at home, over under 229.5. You back in your Nets here at home?
Dill, give me the Nets on the money line at -135. Dill, I will lay the 2.5, but will Kyrie give it his all? Is Kyrie gonna go for 40, or Kyrie's just gonna drop 18 points? And just be a team player. That's what I want to see. Will Kyrie come out and still be the same Kyrie, or is I think he will. I think he's got to add to his trade value. So if anything, Kyrie will go off tonight. So give me the Nets. I'm playing safe on the money line -135.
All right, I got a player prop in this one. I'm going to go Bradley Beal over 1.5 3-pointers made. He's cleared this prop in 7 of his last 10 games, over in his last 3. And he's really had a spike in his last 3 games. He's hit 4 against Portland, 3 against the Spurs, 2 against the Pelicans. And Brooklyn, they're middle of the pack in 3-point field goals allowed, and they have the 4th highest opponent 3-point percentage. So I do think Beal could keep it rolling in this matchup. He's hit it in 3 of his last 4 meetings against the Nets. I think he keeps it rolling. -128. Bradley Beal over 1.5 3-pointers made for me.
I
Let's go
like
to
that
the.
deal.
You like
'Cause
that, right?
I
I
think
think
he
he could
gets.
hit 2 threes.
I think he can hit 3.
Exactly. Let's do that. Let's go to the Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. The New York Knicks are home underdogs against the Clippers. Clippers laying 3.5 on the road, over under 219. You backing my Knicks in this one?
No, Dale. I was gonna take the Clippers, but I wasn't gonna trust them to lay the 3.5. So if anything, I gotta sprinkle something on the Knicks plus 3.5. I do believe y'all will make it a close game. Dale, y'all been playing good basketball. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It hasn't transitioned to wins, but y'all it's all close games. I respect that. Dale, I'm gonna do a player prop deal. Paul
Mm,
George in the last 2 games put up 16 points each. I think he goes a little over that deal. I think he has a bounce back game. And what's better to have a bounce back game than at Madison Square Garden, people? So give me
exactly.
Paul George over 21.5 at -120. Shop around. Probably could get a better number, but I think Paul George gets easy 25, possibly 30 points.
I love it. Let's go out to Detroit. Motor City, Phoenix Suns are in town, and they're the road favorite. -4.5 on the road for the Suns, over under 227. Back in the Sun seems like a short number. Seems kind of trappy, right?
Yeah, Dill, but I'm gonna play it safe, Dill, and I'm a tease him. I'm gonna tease him. So I'm doing a 2-way 6-point teaser. Give me the tease Phoenix down to +1.5 against Detroit. I think they will win the games. If you want to lay the 4.5, by all means, lay the 4.5. I'm just not confident enough to lay the 4.5. And then let me tease Denver down. I know I'm getting ahead of ourselves, though, but I apologize. And then I ended up teasing Denver down to 0.5. They're -6.5 against the Hawks. So tease Phoenix to +1.5 and tease Denver to basically 0.5. I think Denver walks away with a victory, and I think Phoenix walks away with a victory.
All right. I love it. I love it. We're rolling in this one. Let's go to Chicago. Bulls home favorites against the Portland Trailblazers. Over under 235. High total in this one. You like the favorite, or you back in the Portland Trailblazers?
Yeah, I took Portland on the road +5. Right now, the
Hmm.
line is at +4.5, so it's heading my way.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it drops to 4, 3.5. I feel a little more confident. But I like this Portland team. I think they're evenly matched. I don't think Portland is that much better than Chicago. And if you think Chicago's better, I don't think Chicago's much better than Portland. Damian Lillard been on the road. I'm gonna go with the Portland +5 just because I think they can either one sneak out a victory or two just lose in a very, very, very close game.
Yeah, I got another player prop for this one. I do like the Portland side, but I'm going to go DeMar DeRozan here. Over 4.5 assists. Over his last 30 games, DeRozan's cleared his 4.5 assist prop 20 times. Over his last 10 games, he's hit it 8 out of his last 10. He's averaging 5.5 assists a game in that span. And against Portland, who's ranked 21st against assists allowed, DeRozan's hit this in his last 2 games against them. So even I see some books at over under 5.5, and that's at plus 120. I like that too because I think he could get it. He's averaging 5.5 at that number. 4.5 is a little chalky at minus 150. So if you want to get some plus money, over 5.5 assists. So I like that prop for that one. Let's go out to Milwaukee Bucks hosting Miami Heat. Bucks home favorite -6 at home. Over unders at 222. You're just going to continue to fade the Heat, correct?
So honestly, that hasn't been working for me lately. He been winning some
Really?
games. Yeah, he been winning some games. It worked early in early worked early, October, November, December, but now the Heat been winning some games still. But you know what? Give me the Bucks -5.5 still. They take care of business at home. They're one of the best home teams in the league, and I think they take care of business. Miami, they're getting there. They was just at the team was at Tyler Hero's high school retirement, jersey retirement, so that was pretty dope. But I think the Bucks still take care of business. Though, give me the Bucks -5.5.
Another player prop for me. I'm going to go with my boy. I know people don't like him. Grayson Allen. Over 2.5
Dirty.
rebounds. What? You don't like him?
I'm just saying he's dirty. I do like him. I think he's a
What
good
is
player.
Dylan Brooks?
He's dirty.
Dirty.
Okay.
He might be worse than Grayson Allen. You haven't heard a lot from Grayson Allen over the past few months.
Few months. Wow. Great job.
Because everyone wants to throw dirt on Grayson Allen's name, but nothing with the wife beater shirt that Dylan Brooks walks around in and Mo Bamba and Austin Rivers fighting. Grayson Allen doesn't do that. He's a good citizen. He's a hard worker. He provides for his family. It's just I'm not taking the disrespect from a fellow Dookie. That's just not going to fly around here. But anyway, I'm going to go Grayson Allen over 2.5 rebounds. He's averaging 3.5 rebounds on the year. Last 10 games, he's averaging 3.2. Miami, they're ranked 9th overall against rebounds. So looks tough on paper, but I don't know. Grayson Allen, he's my boy. I got to. So I don't know.
No, I like the bet.
Anthony's over here in the comments saying Grayson Allen has the face you just want to punch. I disagree.
I wouldn't say that, but I'll just say I'll label him as a dirty face. Him and Dylan Brooks are on the same ballpark. Let's just
Can we
that.
make an argument that Dylan Brooks has surpassed him as a dirtier player? Please. He's over here hitting people in the nuts.
But Grayson Allen, he done his dirt, Dylan. Let's just be real. And I'll be honest, it's been about a month. It's not been months. It's been about a month. Because he had a little altercation in December.
You're keeping track on this guy. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Dylan, I love the NBA. I just be tuning in. That's all.
Well, if anyone wants to get down on any of these player projections, all first-time users that deposit and use promo code DREAMWAGER for Prize Picks will receive 100% instant deposit match up to 100. You deposit 100, Prize Picks will give you 100. You deposit 50, Prize Picks will give you 50. It's easy. You pick 2 to 5 players. Pick Grayson Allen. He's not a dirty player. You pair him up with LeBron, pair him up with Bradley Beal. Elvis and I both like that projection as well with the 3. Could earn up to 10 times your money on any entry. Pick 2 to 5 players, no more than 5. Excuse me. So you could pair it up with a football one. You could pair it up with an NHL. NHL's on All-Star break, but regardless, you could pair it up with multiple sports. It's easy. Entries could be made within 60 seconds or less. Prize Picks offer safe and fast withdrawals as well. So get in on the action today. Not now, but right now. Download Prize Picks today. Play daily fantasy sports with us. Make sure you use promo code DREAMWAGER when you sign up. Elvis, we got a few games left, 3 games left on the board. OKC hosting the Rockets. OKC laying 9.5 at home, over under 232. How are you going to play this one?
I ended up staying away from it. If anything, OKC is the better team, but to lay 9.5 with the Thunder, times like this, I ain't gonna do it, but I do believe they are the much better team. But tonight, I don't think ever in life I laid 9.5 with OKC.
That's kind of ballsy.
Ever. I don't think I was betting when KD, James Harden, and Russ was there. Let's be real. I don't think I ever laid 9.5. Well, I just think, you know what? I might have to take the plus 9.5 with Houston,
Chill.
Nah, let's just be real. This is OKC at the end of the day now.
So you're gonna take the 9.5 with with the Rockets?
I'll lean it. I'll lean it, though. Just who the
Okay.
fuck is
Lean. Okay.
OKC to who the fuck is OKC to win this game by 10? Because that's what they're saying. They got to win the game by 10.
Yeah. I don't think they win by 10. I think they might win the game, but single digits. Maybe
Yeah,
take
they
the
don't.
points with them. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Let's go
you're
out.
questioning me.
Another one. Lane 10 at home. Golden State lane 10 at home against the Dallas Mavericks. Over under is around 226. You going to lay double digits with this team?
Still, the Warriors have been fading. I don't know what it is. They're 500 team right now. Steph
Wow.
Curry is back. I seen a weird stat the other day, Dill. I sent it to you? Steph Curry in the
Yeah.
last 3 seasons is 1-12. And no, he went 1 for 13 in overtime. That's bad.
Yeah.
He's not clutch, Dill. He's not clutch. So this game will take part in 4 quarters. So I do believe the Golden State Warriors will win this game. But like I said, though, to lay 10 with this team that I understand is not with Luka Doncic on the floor, but this Dallas Mavericks still a decent team. You know, got Spencer, got Christian Wood, you got good players, you got Hardaway. I think
That's
they
the
can make it.
problem. So I think the reason it's double digits,
It's no
Luca
Luka.
is out and Spencer Dinwiddie is doubtful.
Oh, he's
So
doubtful. See, that's the thing. If you tell me Dinwiddie's not going to play, then
then they don't have a chance.
I'll lay the 10. But
Yeah.
with Dinwiddie in the lineup, I'll take the +10.
All right. That's
So
understandable.
wait for later. If you got me on action, wait when the game starts at 8:30. Wait till about 6:30. Wait till 7. You know.
All right, let's get to the last game. At home, Denver Nuggets laying 6 at home against the Atlanta Hawks. Over-unders at 234. Atlanta, they've won 2 in a row against the Utah and against Phoenix, but Denver, they're still rolling. They won their last 2. They blew out New Orleans. They blew out the Warriors. How you playing this one?
Still, like I said earlier, I ended up teasing Phoenix to +1.5, and I teased Denver down to just a half a point. So if you like Denver in this matchup, people tease them down to from 6 to minus half a point. They're at 6.5. They're at 6 now. Shop around, people, but I do think Denver will walk away with a victory. So let's just play it safe. Let's get some money. Suns tease them down to +1.5, and tease Denver to minus half a point, people.
So I was gonna take Luka Doncic to have a triple double plus
You mean Joker?
Joker to get a triple double at home. He has 14 or 15 on the year, and I think 12 of them are at home. He is questionable. He's probably gonna be a game time decision. I think that's why the number's low as well right now. I think if he is active, I think it shoots up to maybe 8.5, maybe 10. You gotta sprinkle. He's just a bucket.
Yeah.
He might be the best player. I know he might be the best player right now. As a center, bringing the ball up, having that vision, he could do everything. It's scary. I don't know, Elvis. I know you and I talked about Giannis being the best player, and I think he was. He low-key quietly dropped 59 the other night. I really think this guy's going to be a 3-time MVP of the league. Just I don't think and I don't think he's getting the recognition and the roses because he plays out in Denver on the West Coast. So it's very interesting to see. I think he does get another triple double tonight at home. No one on the Hawks can guard this man. So Elvis, what do you think about the prop and also MVP odds? Do you like Joker 3 times?
Yo, the chances of him winning 3 times, that's the thing. If it was like, say if he didn't win it 2 times in a row, I would like his chances though. But to win it 3 times straight, I think that's a jump. You know,
Asking too
do
much.
I like his chances? Not really, but does he have a shot to win MVP? Absolutely. Yo, it's kind of like I was talking about Brady earlier. He's not the most talented. He ain't the most skilled, but he's playing like the best player in the NBA, and you can't take that away from him.
Yeah.
Though he's not the most athletic. I never seen Joker jump higher than I think a foot. He barely
doesn't
jumps.
need to.
He doesn't need to. So, and he's out there dominating.
Right now, the MVP market, he's the leader at minus 115 for the MVP. Do you know who second is?
It's Joel Embiid.
Yes, he's having a hell of a year. Plus 300 for Joel Embiid. Giannis is third, tied with Luka at plus 850. Then it's Jason Tatum at plus 1,400. He kind of fell off. And then Ja at plus 5,000. So any long shots for you?
I'm gonna be honest. If the Lakers could creep up to a fifth, sixth seed, you gotta put LeBron in there, Dill. He's averaging, having another great season,
Almost
Dill.
30 a game.
Yeah, I think if the Lakers find themselves in the sixth seed, like not
Right.
in the play-in tournament, they find because I think they're only 3-4 games back from the sixth seed, Dill.
Yeah.
The whole West is not dominant.
It's up for grabs.
Yeah, they're only 3-4 games from the sixth seed. So if LeBron can find his way in the fifth or sixth seed, Dill, I think he gets some MVP considerations.
Should be interesting moving down the stretch. Elvis, good luck on the hardwood. Let me roll through my college plays real quick. I got 13 on the slate. We'll start with the 12 o'clock one. Give me Virginia, the Cavaliers, unranked, sixth ranked in the country, going on the road, taking on Virginia Tech. They're underdogs, but I'll take the dog. I think Virginia is the much better team. I'll take Virginia plus 1.5. I'll even sprinkle a little on the money line.
Real quick, though.
Yeah.
I apologize. I do have one college play. Let me just interrupt you there. Give me Virginia Tech to pull the upset at home against the number 6 Virginia. Still, the people are going to storm the court. Give me Virginia Tech minus 114 on the money line.
They're going to storm Blacksburg, Virginia. Jesus Christ. Oh, man, you're going against me early. I love it. Let's go to my second game. Duquesne and George Washington under 153.5. We'll stay with the unders. TCU and the Cowboys. Oklahoma State under 138.5. I'll take James Madison -2 against Appalachian State. Give me the number one team in the country, Purdue, at Indiana. Give me Purdue on the money line -104. I'll also take the under in the game. I think it's going to be a very old school, slow type of game. Under 139.5, Indiana, Purdue. I'll also take Kansas State plus 1.5 at home. Home puppy against Texas. Give me St. Thomas -1.5 at on the road against Denver. I'll take the Raging Cajuns, University of Illinois at home against Marshall on the money line. Let's go back to the unders. Georgia, Texas A&M under 141.5. I'll also take Seattle plus 1.5 against New Mexico State. I'll take the Sun Devils at home against the Ducks. Arizona on the money line -110. And low-key, my favorite school if I lived out west, San Jose State money line against Wyoming. Elvis, for the past 3 years that we've been doing the pod, tell me a team I haven't bet more on than San Jose State. That's like just a team that I've fallen in love with in college basketball for some reason.
You definitely love San Jose State. And then, yeah, I forgot another team you always bet it. It was like a year and a half ago. It was college. Yeah, I forgot, but it was
Bowling Green.
Yeah, Bowling Green. Dude.
I love Bowling Green too. They're not that good though this year.
Yeah, no, but they were decent like 2 years ago. And hammering them. Yeah,
I was hammering them. Yeah, especially against the spread. They were home puppies a lot. Yeah, just got to take advantage of those. I loved Oklahoma State when Cade Cunningham was there. Yeah. I used to rave about them. But yeah, you got your runs. But everyone, good luck. That's going to do it. Elvis, any last words before we get up out of here? You watching the Pro Bowl this week?
Absolutely not, though. Got better things to do with my time to watch flag football. Let's just have a good weekend, everybody. Let's see LeBron witness history. Probably do another podcast before we witness it, but give LeBron. Hopefully he does it. And then let's just have a good NBA day. Let's hope Kyrie don't get traded, people. Honestly, that's my word. Kyrie gets a contract extension by the Nets.
Wow. Elvis, good luck on that. I really hope he does stay in Brooklyn. I like him in New York. You know, it makes basketball better. I don't want him to go to LA or somewhere else. But good luck on the hardwood. Good luck on all your props if you do end up betting the Pro Bowl. But that's going to do it for this Saturday edition of the Dream Wager. On behalf of our sponsors, Prize Picks and Viva Tequila, Elvis, myself, we'll see you guys in a few days. Super Bowl 57 is next week. We'll have our guy CT Bets like last Super Bowl he came on. He's coming on again this year for us. So please follow along our social media, Twitter and Instagram at The Dream Wager. You can find all of our episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. If you haven't already, please subscribe, rate, give us a review. All that good stuff helps the show grow tremendously. So be a friend, tell a friend. Everyone have a great few days. Good luck on your wagers. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you guys down the road.